Hey again everybody, we are back with Edith Finch, going into Grandpa Sam's room. Let's carry on.
They were both pretty intense.
Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Ah, supposed to be taking a picture of her.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Why am I taking a picture? Ah, okay.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
I mean, I'm not great at this. I don't know what I'm taking pictures
You're right,
of.
Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
This camera does not focus very well. Yeah, artsy. Oh, a bird.
Aw.
Follow the bird. Oh, lots of birds. A boat. A lot of this game is literally just looking around trying to work out what it wants you to do. I can't zoom in any more than that. Okay, what does it
I
want?
should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
dear, I thought you said beer everywhere. That doesn't sound safe.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Give me a minute to check the map. Let's see. Maybe.
It clearly wants me to take a picture of something. I can hear the bird. Oh, there we go.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything.
Whoa!
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh! There goes Sam.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
This picture has been in several different rooms. Okay, let's finish looking in this room first. Guess we had finished looking in this room.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That we are. A lot of ready-to-eat food in this house.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory. I'm guessing Gregory was very young. Whoops. I was trying to read that first page. I guess you're not meant to.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish you could have told us. Good luck, Kay.
Poor Gregory.
Love, Sam.
So Sam and Kay had Gregory, Gus and Dawn. Dawn and Sanjay had Lewis, Milton and Edith, is that right? So we're missing Edie. They're little lockers. Dawn.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry,
Gus.
and yet
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This kite is hard to fly.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, crashed it. I'm taking people's heads off. Oh, there's that totem that had fallen
When
down.
the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Gus! How old is Gus?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, you're gonna find some lightning.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
This is a seriously strong kite.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Goodbye, Gus.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah, you had Lewis and Milton. Why didn't you call them Gus? Oh, there's his kite. Are they in military school? Or climbing wall?
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
What am I meant to be doing here? Ah. We're going back the way we came. It's a lot of light in here considering there's no power. I'm not sure I should have come back here.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam
Maybe I
seemed
should.
to go out of his way to meet it.
I haven't had to really backtrack much at all during this game, so I'm not sure that I should be doing it now. The emergency evacuation plan. You are here. What are we meant to be doing? No messes after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. They got their own little light switches and everything. Proper military style upbringing here. I mean, there's nothing else in here unless I missed some. Oh, is that a door on the side up there? Then why let me slide down the pole? Go back up here and have a look. Yeah, there we go, look.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, I mean, this looks safe.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Edith, Milton, Lewis, Dawn.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
1992.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Well, there wasn't much point in sealing up that door, was there?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is a serious flick book. Of a flick book. Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
This is why he painted.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Of course. What's up here?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I mean, this bit definitely doesn't look
After he
safe.
graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Lewis's room
Lewis
smelled
likes the
very,
fish.
very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself.
Oh
In
yeah,
our
we're
sessions,
flying
I
now.
saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Mine began to
wander.
what? Oh. This is my mind wandering whilst I try and do the fish
I
thing.
asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Okay, this is very hard. Doing the fish and moving the
To
man.
feel his way about.
Oh, dead end.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
I'm definitely going to chop my hand off or something. See,
And
I'm not
things
doing very
that
well.
had not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried
This is
about him then,
strange.
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Is the fish gone? There we go.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
He's blocking more and more of the real world out.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
A dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Twistopia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Funky.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Held an election.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh. Am I still... No, I am still doing the fish. So this is very difficult.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville?
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he
Minneapolis.
forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh, island.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
The beautiful prince. Oh, well, I'm going
Handsome
down that
queen.
route now. What was that?
The Queen was on her own quest for
Oh, sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
I like the choice I'm getting to make here. Whoa, serpent.
He followed the sound of her
Electric guitar. Oh, sitar. Oh, forgot to do the
Electric
fish,
sitar.
see? It's difficult.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I can't even see.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon,
Oh,
but
fish.
the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know.
This place must stink.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, fish bits everywhere.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey, Finchy. You're not actually touching any fish there.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yeah, Lewis, I think you're in a canning machine here.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
The wise Calico.
crown.
Yeah, that's a guillotine there, mate.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
See you later, Lewis.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Well, I think with that is a perfect time to end for now. Thanks for watching, and I don't know how much more of this is left, but we'll definitely have at least one more episode, and we'll pick it up here next time.